Welcome to the Weekly Option, the podcast for people interested in trading stock options. Each week, we cover trade ideas and opportunities in the stock market right now. Whether you're a beginner, a professional, or just curious about options, this is the show for you. Let's get started. Welcome to the Weekly Option. This is episode 404 on December the 5th, 2025. I'm your host, Eric, and in this week's show, we'll cover the trades from last week on TMC, the metal companies, Cipher Mining, Coca-Cola, and Nike, and we discuss 4 new trades on iRobot Corporation, USA Rare Earth, Pfizer, and Him and Hers Inc. Now, it's always great to hear from listeners. If you have any questions about the trades presented here on the show or even about your own positions, feel free to email me. You can email questions to eric@theweeklyoption.com. That's ERIC @theweeklyoption.com. I've also created a few videos to teach you all the basics of option trading that you'll need to know to be able to follow along with me on this show. You can visit our website and click on the videos tab to watch them, or visit the YouTube channel for the Weekly Option. Now, the markets enjoyed a slight increase this week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average grew 238 points, closing the week at 47,954 points. The S&P 500 index picked up 21 points, ending the week at 6,870 points. And now it's time for the topic of the week. The topic of the week is teamwork. One of my favorite sayings you hear in culture these days is teamwork makes the dream work. There's a lot of truth built into that statement. It's rare that anyone reaches success all alone. The fantasy of the lone wolf isn't even desirable to me at this point. In my career, I've noticed that one of the reasons people say it's lonely at the top is because they stepped on so many people along the way to get there. If those people were the ones supporting you getting to the top, then you would share in your success and there would be no loneliness at the top. It would be a party of epic proportions. So how do we create teamwork in option trading? I'm glad you asked. Now here's my formula for having a more successful 2026. There's an acronym I will use called TAC. That stands for Training, Accountability, and Coaching. First off, training is important so that you're learning in an environment that supports understanding at your own pace. I prefer teaching option trading through online videos. Next is accountability. You find accountability in community. If you're trying to achieve your goals by yourself, it's harder to push through difficult periods. That's why it's important to have a community around you supporting your goals. Finally, there's coaching. It's great to have online videos and books, but you want someone available who can answer your questions and guide you along the way every now and then. That's why I am finally ready to launch the community I mentioned weeks ago around my 400th episode. The Option Trading Group will give all members instant access to the Option Studio, my 5-module online video course that will teach you option trading strategies beyond what's discussed on this podcast. I also have the technical analysis video course to show the tools that I use to get a better sense of price direction. Accountability will be created by the community. This will be a place where we share our goals and positive outcomes. Yes, losing is always part of the journey, but we will share our wins and goals in the community to encourage one another. There's enough negativity in the world already. I'd like to uplift you. And finally, there will be a bi-weekly coaching call where you can submit your questions and we will discuss them on a Zoom call all together. There will also be an opportunity to send questions in and have them answered every week. All in all, this is the best thing I could put together at a price that will be affordable to everyone who is ready to start trading. I've seen people pay as much as $5,000 for option trading courses and still not understand how to buy or sell a basic spread, some of the spreads we talk about on this show. That just breaks my heart as someone who has loved option trading since I first started learning about them 25 years ago. This program needs to be affordable and valuable. So what I will do is offer a 7-day trial for anyone who listens to this podcast. If you cancel prior to 7 days, your card will not be charged. This will allow you to come in, kick the tires, and see if it's a fit for you. I'll make sure I add a page to the website for the community in the coming days. In the meantime, send me an email and I'll make sure I show you how to get started. TAC, training, accountability, and coaching. That's the formula for success in 2026. So that's it for the topic of the week. Let's go ahead and get into the review of last week's trades. We're going to start off with that covered call on TMC, the metal companies, symbol T as in Tango, M as in Mike, C as in Charlie. At the time, the stock was trading for $6.96 per share. I looked at buying stock and selling the December 7/2 call at 75 cents, hoping for a return of 18.53% in 3 weeks. Well, shares of TMC grew 62 cents, ending the week at $7.58 per share. The call option we sold gained 10 cents, leaving us with a net profit of 52 cents if we were to close the trade out immediately. Now, the stock expires above $7.50 per share, or if we get assigned on our shares ahead of time, we stand to make a total profit of $1.29, more than twice as much of our profit if we were to close the trade early. With that being said, no adjustments are needed on this trade. You'll still need to track the stock and have a game plan for in case the stock price truly moves against this position. For now, all is well. This position is winning. Next up, we have the cash secured put on Cipher Mining, Inc., symbol C as in Charlie, I as in India, F as in Foxtrot, R as in Romeo. At the time, the stock was trading for $20.35 per share. I looked at selling the December 19/2 put at $1.82, hoping for a return of 9.33% in 3 weeks. Well, shares of Cipher Mining lost $1.08, closing at $19.27 per share on Friday. The out-of-the-money put option we sold is now in the money by 23 cents. Keep in mind that our break-even point is still roughly $1.60 below the current stock price. That's important when it comes to our decision whether to stay in the trade or to make an adjustment. For now, I would lean towards not making an adjustment. As long as the stock price closes above the break-even point, we stand to lock in some profit. I'll keep tracking the stock and create my contingency plan for if it heads lower. I'm obviously hoping the stock will bounce a bit in the coming days. But for now, no adjustments are needed here as well. Be ready if that stock continues to fall and we start to approach the break-even point. You'll want to protect this trade by then. Next, we have our credit spread on Coca-Cola, Inc., symbol K as in Kilo, O as in Oscar. At the time, the stock was trading for $73.12 per share. I looked at selling the December 72/2 put spread at 18 cents. That could give us a maximum possible loss of 32 cents per spread. Well, shares of Coca-Cola fell $3.15, ending the week at $69.97 per share. The out-of-the-money put spread is now fully in the money. We are $2.85 below the break-even price, which means at this point, I'm planning for a complete loss of the remaining spread value of 32 cents. We would typically look to sell a higher strike call spread against that put spread to create an iron condor, but that opportunity passed roughly $2 ago. At this point, we will wait to see if the stock recovers over the next 2 weeks. There's no reason to close this trade early. You'll just be locking in a loss. Now, you can always roll the position forward to another month, but you once again will likely lock in a portion of the loss in this process. So this trade will force some patience and some reliance on simple math to prepare for opportunities to limit loss or even possibly lock in profit if the stock does head higher again. Finally, we have our debit spread on Nike, Inc., symbol N as in November, K as in Kilo, E as in Echo. At the time, the stock was trading for $64.62 per share. I looked at buying the December 63/64 call spread for 65 cents. That could give us a maximum gain of 35 cents, or that's a 53.85% return in 3 weeks. Well, shares of Nike grew $1.24, closing at $65.86 per share on Friday. The in-the-money call spread that we bought is even deeper in the money. This means our little spread is making money. Now, if stock remains above $64 per share, we will see the spread appreciate to $1, allowing us to capture our full expected return of 53.85%. We are 2 weeks away from expiration at this point, so remember, anything can still happen. Always be prepared to defend your positions. No adjustments are needed at this point because it is making money, but we want to be ready just in case the stock changes directions. So that's it for the trades from last week, this is, of course, the last week that we will use the December 19th expiration date for new trades. We are only 2 weeks away from expiration. The shortened amount of time makes these trades inherently more risky because there will not be much time to make an adjustment. So keep that in mind for the 4 trades that I discussed this week. Now we're going to start off with our covered call. I'm looking at iRobot Corporation. Symbol I as in India, R as in Romeo, B as in Bravo, T as in Tango. The stock ended the week at $3.68 per share. I'm looking at buying that stock and selling the December 4 call at 45 cents, hoping for a return of 20.92% in 2 weeks. Now you enter this trade by buying stock for $3.68 per share and selling the December 4 call at 45 cents. This trade makes the most money if stock prices finish above $4 per share. The break-even price is $3.23 per share. In real terms, the stock purchase would require $368 and you will collect $45 for selling the option. Next up, we have our cash secured put. I'm looking at USA Rare Earth, symbol U as in uniform, S as in Sierra, A as in Alpha, R as in Romeo. The stock ended the week at $17.25 per share. I'm looking at selling the December 17 put at $1.45, hoping for a return of 8.23% in 2 weeks. You enter this trade by selling the December 17 put at $1.45. This trade makes the most money if stock prices finish above $17 per share. The break-even price is $15.55 per share. In real terms, you will collect $145 for selling the put option, and you will have $1,700 locked up in case you need to purchase the stock. Next, we have our credit spread on Pfizer Inc., symbol P as in Papa, F as in Foxtrot, E as in Echo. The stock ended the week at $26.02 per share. I'm looking at selling the December 26 25-half put spread at 19 cents. That could give us a maximum possible loss of 31 cents per spread. Now you enter this trade by selling the December 26 put at 50 cents and concurrently buying the December 25 half put for 31 cents. This is a credit spread because we are selling the spread, and this trade makes the most money if stock prices expire above $26 per share. The break-even price on this trade is $25.81 per share. In real terms, you'll receive $19 per spread that you sell and have $31 at risk. And our final trade on the week is going to be a debit spread. I'm looking at Him and Hers Inc., symbol H as in Hotel, I as in India, M as in Mike, S as in Sierra. Stock ended the week at $39.21 per share. I'm looking at buying the December 38 half 39 call spread for 31 cents. That could give us a maximum gain of 19 cents, or that's a 61.29% return in 2 weeks. Now you enter this trade by buying the December 38 half call for $2.60 and concurrently selling the December 39 call at $2.29. This is a debit spread because we are buying the spread, and this trade makes the most money if stock prices expire above $39 per share. The break-even price is $38.81 per share. In real terms, you'll pay $31 to enter the spread, and your maximum gain is $19 per spread. So that's it for this week's show. I hope you guys do decide to send me an email or continue checking the website and wait for me to post a button. Trust me, this community is going to be great. I'm going to be active in it every day. I've got all sorts of daily trades planned. Again, there'll be question and answer. I want to build a community for us. Does that make sense? For us, we who appreciate option trading and want to get better at it. And of course, my online videos will be available. So as you have questions and want to know more or better understand the trades on the show, or even some of the additional ones I don't talk about on the show, like straddles and strangles or ratio spreads or all sorts of things, there'll be videos to teach you in very clear language so that everyone can understand and we can move forward. So that's it. Take a look. Send me an email if you'd like to learn more. If you've already sent me an email, you'll be getting an email and a video from me very soon. But I'm looking forward to getting going. You guys are amazing. Happy December. Welcome to the holiday season. And as always, happy trading.
Thank you for listening to the Weekly Option Podcast. Please subscribe to our show and visit us at www.theweeklyoption.com. Disclaimer, there is a very high degree of risk involved in trading. The indicators and strategies described in this podcast are for educational purposes only and should not be construed as investment advice. For our full disclaimer, visit our website at www.theweeklyoption.com.